Hey, what's up my friends? In this video we're going to talk about how to use the right verbs and the right prepositions in relation to transport vehicles. First, about the prepositions. The most common prepositions for transport are on, in, and by. The difference between choosing on and in has to do with the size of the transports you're using. For a bigger transport vehicle where you can sit on it and move around, you use on. For example, on a ship, on a train, on a plane, on a ferry, on a subway. On the other hand, when you go into a smaller vehicle and you cannot move around there freely, you use in, such as in a car, in a taxi, in a truck. Obviously, big and small are relative, so as far as the prepositions on and in are concerned, there are some borderline transports. What about a boat, you may ask? A boat is smaller than a truck, right? But we still use on for a boat and in for a truck. Reason being, you can stand on a boat and walk back and forth a few steps at least, but you cannot do so in the seating area of a truck. Likewise, you would use on for a sailboat, a speedboat, a yacht. But you would use in for a canoe and a kayak. We also use on for a bicycle, a motorcycle, and a horse. The preposition by is used after a verb together with a transport vehicle such as car, bus, plane, etc. or modes of transports like road, sea, and air. For example, with transport vehicles, we went there by bus, but we returned by train. Here, went and returned are verbs, while bus and train are transport vehicles. The preposition by is used after the verbs went and returned. Went by bus, returned by train. Next example, with modes of transport. Jack and his family often travel by sea. Susan went to New York by air. Here, travel and went are verbs, while sea and air are modes of transport. Travel by sea, went by air. As for a verb to describe your use of the transport vehicles, the verb take is generally used. So you take a taxi, take a train, take a subway, take a bus, take a ferry, take a plane, etc. Unless you drive the car yourself, then you use the verb drive, or you ride a bicycle, ride a motorcycle, or ride a horse. Here is a summary of the prepositions and verbs used for different transport vehicles. By bicycle, on a bicycle, ride a bicycle. By car, in a car, drive a car. By taxi, in a taxi, take a taxi. By bus, on a bus, take a bus. By ferry, on a ferry, take a ferry. By plane, on a plane, take a plane. By helicopter, in a helicopter, and take a helicopter. By horse, On a horse, ride a horse. Finally, let's learn how we get on and get off the transport in English. With bigger transports where you can sit on them and move around, you use get on and get off, plus the transport vehicle. For example, get on the plane, get off the plane, get on the ferry, get off the ferry, get on the bus, get off the bus. With smaller transports where you can only sit there, you use get into and get out of, plus the transport vehicle. For example, get into the taxi, get out of the taxi. Get into the car, get out of the car. Get into the canoe, get out of the canoe. Get into the kayak, get out of the kayak. Alright, this is the end of this video. In the next video, I'll start a new project. I'm excited about it. I hope you enjoy it as well. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.